How's it going today? I am Skinny Beans, and today we are gonna be watching a new person. Well, I guess they're new to me, but I did see some suggestions about checking out Lindsay Nichols' channel, so here we are. We're gonna check her out. I kind of like skimmed through a little bit, and I really like her vibe, so I'm excited to watch this. This one is Sea Slugs that I think you'll like, and I don't know a whole lot about sea slugs. I know some are poisonous and there's a lot of really cool looking ones, but aside from that, I don't know a whole lot about them. So this one I thought would be kind of nice because she's gonna cover just a bunch of different ones. So I thought this would be maybe a good one to watch. So if you don't mind, if you could leave a like and subscribe, it would help me out a bunch. And I also have Lindsay's video linked in my description below. So be sure to go and subscribe to her, like her videos, watch her videos. She seems like she's pretty cool. So I'm excited for this one. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Should I even show this yet? Got a new tattoo yesterday. I didn't finish it because this hurt a lot.
Oh yeah, I bet that does hurt. I feel like the closer to your armpit, sometimes I think your armpit's kind of sensitive, so that one looks like it hurts. But oh, I like her tattoos though. Looking good, looking good.
Especially when it got into the armpit. But finally finishing my sleeve, I'm adding some plants. I've got Bird of Paradise going on.
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to see these.
One of my favorite animals. Cheetahs. Didn't finish it because this hurt a lot, especially when it got into the armpit. But finally finishing my sleeve, I'm adding some plants. I've got Bird of Paradise.
Bird of Paradise. Oh, her cheetah one looks really good too. Oh, I like her tattoos.
Going on, and a palm leaf. I don't know when I'm going to finish it now.
Really pretty.
Now I know what the armpit feels like, and it sucks. Anyway, today I'm introducing you to one of my favorite animals. Cheetahs will always be number one because of the lore. But there's one group that, when I first learned about in college, shocked me by how badass they are. The sea slugs. When you first hear sea slug, your brain probably goes to something like this.
Yes and no. I mean, I think originally when I think of sea slugs, I think that's probably what I thought of, but I I hate to say this, but for playing Animal Crossing, there's a sea slug in there and it's like blue and white and orange and it's really cute and it's really pretty. So then I was like, okay. So sea slugs are very colorful too. That I think that was like my first I guess intro that sea slugs aren't really that ugly.
Generic slug in the ocean. Objectively gross. But that is absolutely not the case. Sea slugs are vibrant, colorful, some are objectively cute, and many have abilities that I still can't...
It looks like a little bunny. Oh, very cute, very cute.
Sea slugs are vibrant, colorful, some are objectively cute, and many have abilities that I still can't wrap my head around to this day. A very big part of me feels like they can't possibly exist. They're too good to be true. And soon, you'll see why. So buckle up, and allow me to introduce you to your new favorite group of animals. And if you say they're not, you're a goddamn liar.
Oh, I like her. I like her. Yes, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to her.
As always, let's get the general information out of the way by starting off with a technicality. Technically, the animals that I'm introducing you to are called nudibranchs, a specific group of sea slugs. The name nudibranch translates to naked gills, which
naked gills. Got it. Okay.
Which is just what the fuck these sea slugs got going on. Generally, exposed gills on the outsides of their bodies, on their backs. For the same
Oh, that's
got going on. Generally,
okay, let's go. Okay, so they're on the outside of their bodies. Whoa, that's kind of bizarre. That's crazy. This one looks really cool too. I like this one.
Exposed gills on the outsides of their bodies, on their backs. For the sake of this video, when I say sea slugs, I mean nudibranchs, unless I say so, because nudibranchs are sea slugs. But just keep in mind that not all sea slugs are nudibranchs. So,
okay.
Sea slugs are found in oceans all around the world, mostly in shallow tropical waters, and they are also very small, about 2 inches long.
Look how tiny they are. Yeah, see, like that that blue, and I guess maybe it was yellow now. I don't know. I haven't played Animal Crossing in a while, but that's literally the one that I would catch. But oh my gosh, they are tiny. Oh, I like that spotted one too. Oh, they're so cool. This one looks really pretty.
Mostly in shallow tropical waters, and they are also very small, about 2 inches long in general. Some get to like 2 feet long, but they are exceptions.
2 feet. You know, that's a thick
about 2
one.
inches long in general. Some get to like.
Oh, that one. That doesn't. That kind of looks like a snail to me. I mean, are snails and slugs similar? Is that like a? Are they like in the same family, or am I totally off? But that one is crazy looking. That almost, I feel like you could almost walk by that one and not even realize it was a living thing. Like it would just look like a rock or something just attached to a rock. And I feel like I would have no awareness that that was a living thing.
Like 2 feet long, but they are exceptions. Big exceptions. Mostly they are extremely little guys. And like I said, they are vibrant, colorful, absolutely dazzling. In some cases, this serves as camouflage. In others, it serves as...
Oh, it blends right in. That's cool. Oh, that one's kind of cool too.
Something called aposematism. How did I say it was pronounced last time? I feel like I went back and forth. Aposematism.
I feel this so much. I get so many words wrong. I feel this. I feel you.
Shit. You say aposematic, so then it must be aposematism.
Aposematic.
Yeah, which you might remember from the episode of What the Fuck Is This? That was just a series of people touching things they shouldn't touch.
Oh,
Ah! It was, in fact, not chill.
When it comes to the animal kingdom, a good rule to live by is, if it looks like an acid trip, it could send you on an acid trip. And a bad...
Oh, yes. I do live by that too. If it's very colorful, don't touch it. Just admire it from afar. Admire, look, but don't touch. Yep. I definitely know that rule.
One at that. Bright colors usually indicate something is toxic, disgusting, or otherwise foul if you choose to indulge. And this rule exists on a spectrum for sea slugs. Some are pretty harmless, while others have the power to make you see the light, as I will show you in a bit. Also worth mentioning...
Wait, so there's sea slugs that can kill you? Oh god. Okay. Alright, got it.
Some are pretty harmless.
I love this one though. I do. I have seen this one. This one is so cute. I love that one. Look at it. Looks like it has like 2 little eyes. I don't know. I just love this one. It almost looks like a Pokemon.
While others have the power to make you see the light, as I will show you in a bit. Also worth mentioning that their fossil record is garbage. Matter of fact, it's non-existent. As you can see, they are soft-bodied to shit, and small and soft-bodied to shit are the 2 worst qualities to have checked off if you want to be dug out of the ground millions of years from now. But honestly, I think that's pretty cool and kind of crazy to think about. It is cool. If they didn't exist today, we would just have no idea they ever existed. So what?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Because of how they're made up. Yeah, we would have no clue. Oh, nature's so wild, man. I don't know. It's so wild.
What else do we not know about? You know? That's just crazy to think about. So just keep that in mind, because as I show you some sea slugs, you'll probably remember that and be like, holy shit ×2, because this is cool. And also, what else existed like this that we'll never know about? Also, last thing before showing you the nudibranchs. They're all hermaphroditic. They have both male and female parts. So they can conveniently bang anyone. And objectively, that's probably the best situation to be in the animal kingdom. So, round of applause for them. I'm going to start off with the...
That is true. I guess as far as reproduction goes and procreating for them, that's probably like a really top tier characteristic to have for them. I get it. I'm on board. Go sea slugs.
The one you are most likely to like. Objectively, the cutest one on the list. About 1.5 years ago, I had you guys vote on what traits make an animal objectively cute. You came up with small, fluffy, and round. And this sea slug is the trifecta. The sea bunny, as you can see.
The sea bunny? Oh, I love that name. It does look like a little bunny. Can it kill you though? Because, oh gosh. Death by cuteness.
Small, fluffy, and round.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
At first glance, there's a chance you're thinking this cannot possibly exist. It is too perfect to be real, but yet it is. The sea bunny is an inch-long nudibranch, first discovered in 1938 off the coast of Japan, which honestly is very on brand. It's like the Hello Kitty of nudibranchs. But as you would expect from a small marine invertebrate, the sea bunny is not covered in true fur or fluff, but instead something arguably even cooler, Carophilidia. Tiny sensory structures that just so happen to get arranged in a way that is absolutely darling. And their bunny ears are not actual ears, but rhinophores, which are similar to ears in the sense that they sense something, but instead of sound, they sense chemicals.
They sense chemicals. What? That's wild. That's crazy. And yet, they look adorable. They have cuteness and function. I'm down with it.
Chemical ears, if you will, to locate friends, food, and foe. And the bunny tail is the naked lung situation I told you about earlier. It's how they breathe. So, they got a lot of cool shit going on that just so happens to be arranged in a way that's objectively cute. But unlike other bunnies, sea bunnies do not eat plants. Their food situation is a bit unusual. They eat toxic sponges.
Toxic sponges? That's what they eat? What a diet. Oh my goodness. Oh, sea bunnies are badass.
Disgusting if you ask me. But in doing so, they become toxic themselves. So what the fuck does that mean? This is the whole thing about nudibranchs that seems too cool to be true. You know how people say, you are what you eat? Well, many nudibranchs take that seriously. I wanted to show you the sea bunny first to kind of get your guard down, appeal to your ethos. And now I want to explain what the fuck I meant by that with a different kind of sea slug, the aeolid nudibranchs.
Oh, it looks... This one doesn't even look real. This looks like something like AI would generate of like make me a colorful snail that glows neon. And you'd end up with this. This is crazy looking though. It's wild.
Now I want to explain what the fuck I meant by that with a different kind of sea slug, the aeolid nudibranchs. As you can see, they are sick looking. Rather than the tiny, fluffy Carophilidia all over the sea bunny, the aeolid nudibranchs have serrata covering their bodies. Much more prominent, much more metal. Just totally and completely badass.
It is cool. They look cool. Gosh, I didn't realize there's so many cool looking ones. Oh, I love this video.
Aeolid nudibranchs like to eat cnidarians, a massive group called a phylum that includes animals like jellyfish, sea anemones, etc. One thing about this group is they are notorious for their defense mechanism, stinging cells called nematocysts. Probably familiar with them if you ever got stung by a jellyfish at the beach. They're very small, but they have...
Thankfully, I have actually never been stung by a jellyfish as much as I've... Like, as a kid, I definitely have been in the ocean a lot and been around people who have been stung by jellyfish, but me personally, thankfully, I guess, knock on wood, not that I live near water anymore, but never been stung, and I hope that never happens.
Called nematocysts. Probably familiar with them if you ever got...
Is it really painful though? Like, does it really hurt, or is it just like an annoying pain? I don't know. If you've been stung by a jellyfish, let me know, because I would like to know what it feels like, but not personally. I don't want a first-hand experience. But I do wonder how much it actually hurts though.
Got stung by a jellyfish at the beach. They're very small, but they have this little coiled, thread-like structure that acts like a tripwire. And when it's triggered, this little harpoon called a nematocyst tubule gets shot at, penetrates the prey, or part of their skin, and injects different types of toxins into the target. But aeolid nudibranchs are not fazed by this defense at all. Nope. They seek it out. They yearn for it. They eat it, unharmed. But then...
They eat it unharmed. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're like super badass. They're like, bro, come sting me. I need a snack.
Absorb it into their bodies, store it at the very tips of their serrata, to use as their own defense later on. Dude.
Wow.
They take the prey's defense mechanism. Say, fuck you and your entire family. Eat it and save it to use for later. What the fuck? I think...
That's wild, though. That is crazy. They're resourceful with their snacks. They use their snacks. That is crazy.
That's the coolest thing ever. Imagine if we could do that. That would be so sick. Eat a puffer fish and then poke someone and send them to the ER.
I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. That would be pretty cool. I mean, like, dangerous, but I don't know. I can't say that I would hate on it.
That would be so sick. Eat a puffer fish and then poke someone and send them to the ER. Actually, that would not be sick. That would be devastating. There was probably a better example to use for that.
No, your example was perfect. It was perfect.
Imagine if you could eat a fish and then suddenly have gills and swim underwater. That would be sick.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is all to say that the sea bunnies have a similar situation with the toxic sponge. They eat the toxic sponge, and suddenly they become toxic in the way the toxic sponge is toxic. So, another point for sea bunnies being the coolest. Now, back to the aeolids. I want to show you some specific species that I think that you will like the chocolate aeolid. They don't eat chocolate that we know of, but they definitely look like they do. And their scientific name is Cuthinella cocachroma, which I just love. Cocachroma. Sounds like a vacation drink, like a pina colada with chocolate in it. This one...
Right? That's a cool name. I like that name. I like it. Oh, this one's really pretty. Let me go back.
Love. Cocachroma.
I want to like get a good look at this one. Because it almost looks like translucent silver. I don't know. It's cool though. Oh, I like it.
Sounds like a vacation
Looks
drink,
very
like
fancy.
a pina colada with chocolate in it. This one doesn't have a common name, but it's called Philodesmium eriomotense.
What is up with these names? Like, do people just try to... I feel like so many like animal terms are... It's like they want to just troll you and being like, how can we make this the most difficult way to pronounce this so everybody sounds like an idiot? I could totally be wrong. I mean, I'm sure I am, but that's just how it feels. Like when you see some of these, especially like dinosaur names, it's like I'm like, this is like a different language. This is a foreign language to me.
I think it needs a name. It is so cool. I'm personally leaning towards sea snowflake.
Oh yeah, that's a good name.
Snowflake designs. They look like a winter wonderland in the form of a sea slug. Let me know if you agree or if you...
I agree. Yes. Sea snowflake. I like it. We should do it. Let's do it. How do we make this happen?
Have any other suggestions? Next, the Undertaker nudibranch, which was discovered pretty recently in 2018 in the deep sea. The Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute announced the discovery. Said the slug was found under some whale bones. So, it must have been hanging out in a whale fall, which are little temporary oases in the deep sea created by the death of a whale. Sinks to the bottom, becomes a big feast for all the deep sea misfits. One of them, in this case, being the Undertaker nudibranch. Whale falls are one of the many examples of nature being metal as fuck.
Why is it called the Undertaker though? Oh boy. Are we gonna find out why it's called the Undertaker? I mean, that's a good name, but I'm guessing it has that name for a reason.
Fuck. And also, they are on my list to cover in a long form format. Just so you know. Alright, the next slug on the list is not an aeolid. It kind of has the same shit going on as an aeolid times 10. Or possibly times 100. The blue dragon. One from that What the Fuck Is This episode that I mentioned earlier. I couldn't not highlight them in this video. They are obviously stunning. And as long as you stay the fuck away from them, they serve as another great candidate for your favorite sea slug. So,
they are really pretty. I do. I feel like so many of these don't even look like they're real. They all look like they're fake or like art or some sort of like fantasy sea creature concept. It's so crazy. It's crazy that stuff like this exists. I love it. I appreciate it. But it is wild.
Obviously stunning. And as long as you stay the fuck away from them, they serve as another great candidate for your favorite sea slug. So, let me break it down. The blue dragon, or Glaucus atlanticus, very pointy name. I like it a lot.
Yes.
Is a petite, inch-long...
Look how tiny it is. Wow. It's so... I feel like whenever I see photos of sea slugs, it's so... I don't know what the word is. Like, I don't know. I'm having like such a brain fart right now, but you know, it's like I feel like my perception, maybe is the word I'm looking for. My perception of them, I feel like they're so much bigger than they actually are, and then you get to see like a kind of like a more realistic scale of them, and they're so tiny. They're so tiny.
Nudibranch that is obviously stunning. They look like something out of Spine World, the greatest online game to ever exist. period. Or they look like something out of perhaps an acid trip, i.e. something you should avoid. If you remember what I said, because they will fuck your shit up if need be. Like the nudibranchs, the blue dragon has an appetite for the wicked, but this time much more heinous, because they like to eat the Portuguese man of war, which you might be familiar with from a variety of viral videos of people touching them, licking them, caressing them, and other profane acts that should put them on the list. I don't know.
I mean, it's called the, like, what? Portuguese man of war. Why would you want to touch that? Let alone, what is with people and like licking living things that they should, like, I don't understand that. I have never seen any of these videos. I don't think I want to. But there are plenty of videos of people putting things in their mouths that should not be consumed or even, I don't know, thought about like that in that kind of way. I don't know. The last one I saw as of like, I don't know, like recently, but not super recently, was the guy that I think he ate a hornet or something, and then his whole face looked like it was gonna explode, and it was just like, why? But like, why do we do this? I just I don't know. People are crazy, and maybe we should just, appreciate nature and maybe not put nature in our mouth like that. I don't know. Just a thought.
What kind of list? But a list. Because a man of war will rock your shit like nobody's business. Their tentacles can get to over 100 feet long and deliver excruciatingly painful stings that, on rare occasion, can be deadly. They are cnidarians, in the same phylum as jellyfish and anemones. And so they have those stinging nematocysts as well, but much more potent. Able to send a full-size...
Oh my god, look at that guy's leg! Holy... That looks like it's painful. That looks like it hurts. Oh my goodness. Oof. I can,
anemones. And so they have those stinging nematocysts as well, but much more potent. Able to send a full-size human to the ER, and on rare occasion, to their death. But somehow this has not stopped the inch-long blue dragon. No, this is their bread and butter. Just like the aeolids, they are not only immune to the stingers, but recycle them for their own use, sorting them through the digestive gland and storing them at the tips of their serrata for defense later on, after just a quick bite to eat.
I think that is so cool about them, though, how they, I guess, compartmentalize after eating it, and then they use it. I don't know. That's just cool. I think that's way cool. This is a little scary, though.
This is kind of terrifying to know. Of their serrata for defense later on. After just a quick bite to eat, this tiny, beautiful specimen becomes one of the deadliest creatures in the ocean. And I find that inspiring. I think that's very cool. I wish we could do something like that, but in a way that's productive to society, you know? Like, imagine if we could do that with celery. Or just plants in general. Like, eat a plant. Then suddenly we can go outside and photosynthesize. Make food from the sun. Solar-powered people. How cool would that be?
Solar-powered people? That would actually be kind of cool, though. That would be kind of cool. Except, this is what we would look like. It's fine. That's okay.
Which brings me to my next example of a slug that can do just that. The leaf sheep sea slug.
Yes! Leaf sheep. So cute. So cute.
Has the same kind of shit going on as the aeolids and the blue dragon, but this time with plants. They eat algae, then recycle the chloroplasts, store them in their serrata, and suddenly become kind of half plant, half animal, able to photosynthesize and make energy for themselves for up to about 10 days.
Oh, wow. That's cool, though. Man. These slugs are cool. And so pretty. I love this one. If I ever have like some little tank or something, I wonder if I could get one of these, because I really like them. These are my favorite.
Plant, half animal, able to photosynthesize and make energy for themselves for up to about 10 days. This is called kleptoplasty, which essentially means the ability to steal chloroplasts and use them for yourself. Kleptoplasty. I didn't realize until I started researching for this video that the leaf sheep is not technically a nudibranch. They belong to a different group of sea slugs that have similar shit going on as nudibranchs, called sacoglossans.
Sacoglossans. Yo, that one looks cool too. That's like a little Halloween slug. I want one.
Lots of sacoglossans have this photosynthetic ability, and many species blur the line between plant and animal even more. I mean, not actually, because they are definitely animals, like this one, Elysia chlorotica. There's no denying they look like a leaf. And they can photosynthesize for a very long time, like up to a year. After taking
up to a year? That's wild. They do look like a leaf though. Actually, this other one.
And they can photo
this one right here. That's crazy. It almost looks out of place though. Like, what is a leaf doing in the water like this? Like, and it looks so like if it was on a branch, I don't think you'd ever know the difference. This is cool. Oh, I like that one too.
Photosynthesize for a very long time, like up to a year, after taking chloroplast from algae only a couple times. So, honestly, just another example of nature never giving shit to you straight. Another cool relative with the same shit going on is Alesia crispata, also known as a lettuce slug. And another...
Oh, it does. It looks like a head of lettuce. Yeah, it does. Fair enough. Fair enough. These names they all sound so cool. And yet, my brain, I don't know if my brain functions this way to remember them, let alone know how to pronounce them, but I like this one too. This one looks like a fantasy lettuce creature.
Shit going on is Alesia crispata, also known as a lettuce slug. And another one, Alesia ornata. And another one, Alesia timida. I like what this group brings to the table.
Yes, I do too. They all look so cool. Oh, I love these.
They're very dazzling, and as you would expect from such a cool animal with a cool ability, scientists are researching the fuck out of them, trying to figure out how they do things so that maybe we could do something similar in some sort of fashion at some point. And they especially look at the leaf-looking one, Alesia chlorotica, because they not only recycle the chloroplasts and use them for a bit. No, like I said, they hang on to them for a while, nurture them, give them a nice one bed, one bath to not only live in, but thrive in, which is something that physiologically only plants should be able to do. Plants have the structures to provide chloroplasts with the things they need, like proteins, which makes sense. Chloroplasts are plant things, and plants are very different from animals. But somehow, these animals are providing these things too. They're providing plant structures as an animal. So, how? Remember how...
Yeah, that is wild. How? These slugs are pretty incredible. This is cool.
In the brine pools video, I mentioned bacteria, how they are very cool because they can get genes from each other, among other things, which is essentially the equivalent of me high-fiving someone with blue eyes and suddenly I have blue eyes. It's called horizontal gene transfer. It's something that bacteria do fucking all the time, and it seems as though it played a role in this sea slug's ability to house chloroplasts. How exactly? I couldn't even begin to tell you. Horizontal gene transfer is like cell biology shit, and if you know me, I don't fuck with cell shit. I want to, I just have a very hard time grasping it at this moment in time. So just know, at some point, they were able to take plant genes and incorporate them into their own genome. Kind of actually becoming part plant, I guess. If you want...
That is, I don't even, yeah. I mean, that is way above my knowledge pay grade for sure. But it sounds cool though. I mean, obviously, sea slugs are doing something. They are. I think they are winning at life. They're way ahead of us. Way ahead.
If you want to read more about it, here's a paper I was looking at. And if you're into cell shit and you read the paper, maybe leave a comment and let us know what the fuck is going on. I would love it if you did that. And now we're gonna move on. So just a couple of miscellaneous honorable mentions. There really is no sea slug you cannot love. Like, check this one out. The lion's mane nudibranch. They have a mouth like a net to trap their prey. And apparently, they emit an odor reminiscent of watermelon candy. Pretty cool. Next.
What's the reminiscent watermelon candy? That is so cool. That's wild. Yep, I probably could eat them. Oh, it smells like candy? Let me just come on over. Dead.
Spanish dancer, one of the larger nudibranchs, getting up to about a foot long, quite flamboyant in their movements.
Oh, that's cool.
Next, Goniobranchus reticulatus. They don't have a common name, but you should know them as the disposable penis nudibranch, because they have a disposable penis.
What?
Every time they mate...
Huh? Oh, okay. Well, I guess, you know, maybe it keeps it cleaner, safer, you know, in case they maybe had a questionable night and be like, well, wait, we gotta get rid of this. We'll just get a new one.
They only use a little bit of it, and then that little bit breaks off. It's like segmented, like those pencils from back in the day, you know, those segmented pencils from the 2000s. So, you know, that's another one. And the donut nudibranch. I want to eat this one. It looks like an exotic pasta dish. It looks delicious.
Oh, yeah.
They belong to the genus Doto, which also includes species like the bubble nudibranch, Doto usi, and Doto bella.
They all look like they're not one thing, you know? Like this one looks like it's like a cluster, but it is just one. This one, I love this one though. It is pretty. I don't know if Tasty would be I get it though. I see it. Tasty, I don't know. Adorable and like really pretty. Yes. Yes. But I don't know. A lot of these I would definitely feel tempted to like want to touch, but also terrified too.
Doto, which also includes species like the bubble nudibranch, Doto usi.
I like that. I like that bubble one too. That one's cool.
And Doto bella, which
it looks like it got those little foam balls, you know, like that they used to put in boxes. Like it got stuck to them. But it's cute. I like it.
Which are also very cute. And that's it. That's sea slugs that I hope you liked. There's plenty more. If I didn't name your favorite, if you have one already, let us know what it is in the comments.
Oh.
I love nudibranchs, and I would love if you told me about some other ones that I might not know about yet. So, I want to give a little hint to next week's episode. It's the next episode of the History of Life on Earth. We're out of dinosaur territory. On to better things. I may or may not have some merch coming out.
Oh.
That day. It may or may not include
some
stuff
go
that
buy
you may or may not
merch.
have been asking for about a year. Ever since it was first released, about a year ago. It may or may not be making a comeback. Along with other things that you might like even more. Maybe you'll like all of them. So, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that announcement in the next episode of the History of Life on Earth. That we know of. Keep up with behind the scenes updates on Patreon, where you can also check out our Discord server. And for now, stay curious. The world has a lot for us to learn. See ya!
Aww. She has a great video. This is great. I love this. There's so much weird things in the ocean. So much weird stuff. I appreciate it though. This video is great. I love this. I like her a lot. So I think I'm going to add her into the mix maybe, because I like the way she explains things. I like her vibe. I like her humor. I like her. She's good. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I appreciate all of our new followers, our subscribers. I don't know what to say anymore. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you, and if you don't mind, if you could leave a like and subscribe, it would help me out a bunch. And please go and subscribe to Lindsay Nicole, because she is awesome. I like her a lot. So I will be sure to be watching more of her videos in the future. But that will be it for today. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.